All right, folks, I wanted to jump on here and just got back from an incredible couple days of elk hunting. It's been an amazing season so far. Just got home from the drive home, unpacked, and then settling in and thinking about the last couple days elk hunting. So many of you have met Kirk. He's my brother-in-law, and he's been waiting 23 years to draw this specific elk tag. He's been at some of the hunt expos, total archery challenges, helps out a lot with the business, especially the MTN PHYSIO Academy, which is exciting news because we have a new version 2.0 that we are working on. We've heard your suggestions, we've got the input, we have the evidence, the results, things are working, but they can be better, and that's why we're taking your input and we're putting it to the test, and we're really building version 2.0 of MTN PHYSIO Academy. That's to come. Until then, and what we've always done, we're going back to our roots, which I'll explain. So Kirk, he had been waiting 23 years to draw this tag, finally draws it. Well, Kirk's always struggled with some form of back pain, bodily injuries, things like that. He's like, Preston, help me. So he went through the academy, loved it, had a great experience, said, Preston, there's a few things you can tweak here and there. Again, we're tweaking those, and we're hearing your voice. So your voice is being heard. But one thing I did is I worked one-on-one with him as a coach to truly help him with his back, the right stretches, the right exercises, the right program for what he needed to be doing. He needed to be able to pack out an elk, which obviously in this video you're going to see this, him packing out an elk. So it's a super cool, feel-good story. So he needed his back strong. He needed to focus on the right exercises so he didn't hurt it. While he was camping, year plus 2 years ago, he hurt his back lifting a generator. And so all the components of just camping as well, having a coach like myself, a doctor, a physical therapist who can really help guide him how to do things. Watched him lift a generator today as we were cleaning up. He did it perfectly. So good job, Kirk. But I want to get into the hunt because it's a super cool story and has a lot of components to it. So he'd been waiting 23 years. He actually went down on Saturday, had his whole family there, which was cool. I wasn't able to make it there until Sunday. And so he ends up shooting at a couple bulls. I'm texting him, how's it going? You're getting into him. You know, we're hearing him bugle. Awesome, man. It sounds like you're having a great time. He's seeing elk. And just really enjoying the full experience. He ends up shooting at a bull a couple times, misses at I think 550 or something, 550 yards. Not an easy shot. So anyways, we're talking, he's kind of discouraged, and I'm like, don't worry, Kirk, we'll get you. I'm coaching him now at this point. Kirk, we'll get you a bull. Don't worry, I'm not worried at all. There's bulls around, there's elk. We're gonna have to hunt for them. We're gonna have to hunt for them, but it's gonna be fun. And so I'm like, I'll be there tomorrow. When do you need me? And actually at this point I could come down even earlier Saturday. I'm like, do you want me to come down Saturday? He's like, no, got my mom's birthday on Sunday. Just come down on Sunday. So I go down on Sunday, get the gun, take the gun that my wife killed her bison with, which is a long range rifle, 300 Weatherby, shoots really well, have the loads dialed, go out to my brother's. We load up a bunch of the brass and everything. We have a bunch of rounds to take there for Kirk to use this gun so that can reach out and basically knock down elk. And so that's what this was built for. So we get there. I'm super excited to get there at 5:30. By the way, on the way there, almost a trailer came off the ball of another truck, and 10 seconds later would have hit me. And so I feel very, very blessed that it didn't, obviously, that God was looking out after me, and very obviously a religious person, and so truly believe that. But anyway, so I make it down there after helping this guy with his trailer and everything. So I'm about an hour later than I wanted to be. We get there. Hey, Kirk, let's go look for some elk. Let's go kill an elk. So grab the gun. I'm like, Kirk, you want me to take the gun? He's like, no, Preston, I don't want to pull the trigger on Sunday. And I'm thinking to myself, man, this is going to be the time that we see that big bull. And anyway, so proud of him that he stuck to his guns. And we went and looked for bulls and tried to hear, and we talked to a few people, and we didn't actually see any on Sunday night. So go to bed. I wake up at 2 in the morning because I'm just super amped and excited. He's like, we're going to go back to this area that I shot at this bull. I'm like, cool, I got the gun, let's go. And so we jump in and we drive, and we get there super early, like 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:30 maybe, something like that. And we sit there in the dark. We walk out to this area, to the glassing knob, and we sit there just laying in the pitch black, really looking at the stars. They were amazing. It was pretty cool. And then it's starting to get lighter. His dad's on the way up, and he was coming the other way with his truck. He gets there, but before that, before he's there, Kirk glasses down. He's like, Preston, there's an elk in the meadow. Sweet. Hold on, Kirk, let me look. I look and stuff. I'm like, okay, it's a bull. It's a nice bull. I mean, it's a great bull. Let's kind of get ready. His dad's still not there. I'm like, I kind of want his dad there. His dad's still not there. And we start getting ready, trying to find this bull again. It went into the trees. I'm like, we lost this bull, dang it. And then it's about 20 minutes later. It's getting much lighter. And you can start to see, and I'm like, oh, Kirk, there's the bull right there in that other meadow. And so right on the edge, right by the pines, he's just kind of feeding there. And then I'm like, Kirk, it's great. You know, it's a good bull. Do you want to shoot it? It's up to you. We can hunt for others. We'll go down this other area. We'll go, you know, get far away, and we'll go put in some work and hike. And he's like, no, I like that bull. I want to shoot it. I'm like, awesome. Okay, get ready. Here's the gun, earplugs, all sorts of things. We're kind of getting ready. Range it 530, 537 or something. I'm like, perfect, great shot. It's gonna be perfect. Look over, his dad is now coming. I'm like, oh, sweet. Larry, get over here, sit, watch the bull. He's watching the bull as I have the phone scope on. I'm trying to film Kirk, doing a whole bunch of stuff. And I dial the scope to 530, and then I'm like, he seemed like he went a little bit further. I think he was going to give us a broadside shot at about 550. I dial the scope to 550, and get ready, everything. He's broadside, he's quartering away, he's walking away, he goes broadside, and at this point I'm like, that's a great shot right there. He shoots, misses. Shoots again, I adjust the scope, he shoots again, and I can see the dirt. He's high. So I go and I dial it back to 530 range. He's 530, so that bull must have walked a little bit or something. Back to 530, dial the scope, the turret to 530 now. And he's got one more bullet in the chamber now. He shoots and just makes a perfect shot on this bull. Kirk, you got it. It's an awesome bull. Bull kind of goes off. We celebrate. It was super exciting. Super cool that his dad was able to be there and that he was able to shoot this bull. So now the true work begins, and the true test of his back and strength and his preparedness begins. So this is where I get excited. So we go down. He calls his cousin, or excuse me, his nephew and his uncle. They end up coming down and helping as well. And so he had the full experience, and it was super cool to watch a new elk hunter. This is his first time killing an elk. He'd been elk hunting before, spike hunting and things like that. But his first time killing an elk. To watch him as we drop down into this hole, packs unloaded, ready to get this bull out, and he walks up to this elk for the first time and just amazed at how big they are, the colors of the antlers, the colors of the body, the ivories, everything about it, the face on this bull, the antlers, the texture, everything was just so cool to watch him as a first-time hunter experience that and those emotions. And as we're sitting there taking pictures, trying to take a lot of pictures of he and his dad, Kirk and I, uncle, cousin, gosh, not cousin, geez, nephew. The next day, Kirk's like, today, Kirk's like, Preston, that was like a perfect event. He's like, yeah, I definitely wanted my brothers there, but they had that opportunity and we had that experience on Saturday. He's like, I couldn't have asked for a better opportunity. And he was super grateful for me and for helping him, coaching him through the process, through the cleaning process, through the everything else like that, and quartering, and just the whole process, even shooting, and that whole thing. And so anyways, we take a lot of pictures, clean it up, we pack it out, and there's a cool candid picture, not posed at all, of Kirk making it to the top with this big elk, the cape, the hide, everything on his back, and putting his fist up like I made it. And I was super proud of Kirk. I was grateful to be there. Such a cool opportunity that we got to share together. And I think the coolest part about that was seeing this camaraderie of brotherhood between his dad, who was 71 years old, hiking down into this hole to be there with his son, his brothers who were there on FaceTime and calling him and congratulating him, and his uncle who dropped everything to be there, and his nephew who drove 2.5, 3 hours to as soon as he could to be there, drop his pack, and he actually helped out by carrying a couple loads of the quarters and the head at a time and all sorts of things. And so it was so cool to see what hunting means to this family and to a family, and to be part of that family as well. Like, it's truly a culture that we love and a passion that brings generations together. And that's ultimately what I saw here, which was super cool. It was super cool to see his preparedness. His back did not give him fits. He did well. His dad, 71, putting in the work to stay healthy, to be able to be there with him as well. And it's all part, as I'm tying this back to what we do here at Mountain Physio, and we've been involved in multiple aspects of the hunting journey. We had our physical therapy route, which we still have. We have the Mountain Physio Academy, which is this online training, which is a great program, and it has all the components. It has components that are more advanced than anything out there, and so it's a phenomenal program. It needs a version 2.0, and that's why we're working on version 2.0. Now to our online coaching, and so what that is specifically is coaching people through the process to put in the work to themselves. And so you work directly with me. I have other doctors, therapists who are being part of this with our academy. We have I have another partner in that, Jared Thomas. Many of you know him. Peaked Out Outdoors, I think is what it is, his Instagram. Great friend of mine, and I'm super excited to have him part of that, because version 2.0 is going to be phenomenal. And I'm really grateful for that. And then we have, again, our online coaching. So that's our one-on-one coaching to coach you through better health, all to ensure success to stay on the mountain. So whether you're 71 like his dad, all the way down to his nephew who needs to work on any mechanics or anything like that, we're there to help you. We're there to guide you. We're there to provide that so that you can build the strength through archery, bow hunting, hunting in general, outdoor sports, anything like that, to keep you guys doing what you love. And so it was super cool to bring this all together. We filmed a little bit of content there, which was fun. But ultimately, for me, I was super grateful to be there to see this come together. It's been a phenomenal season, helping a first-time elk hunter, not new to hunting, but my buddy Owen from New Zealand, who flew all the way here, took him out elk hunting. He shot his first bull elk with his bow. Watching my nephew being there right by his side as we snuck in, stalked into an awesome buck that he arrowed, to shooting one by shooting a bull, my first branch antler bull in a long time. So being there and doing that and having my nephew there. And so ultimately it's been a phenomenal year, had a lot of opportunities, and just getting started. We have so much more. And so I'm excited for this whole story. I hope you can feel the excitement, the encouragement, the emotion that I have as we watch what hunting does, brings families together, what it does for the generation. And I hope you can feel good with this feel-good story. Brother-in-law, Kirk, congratulations on your elk. You tagged out on a phenomenal bull. It's a beautiful bull. something to be very proud of. You made an excellent shot. Gun did its job. You put in the work. You did the right thing as well, did the right training. And I'm just here to say that we want to take many of you, all of you watching this, to that next level and coach you through the steps to be successful, to ensure success so that you never miss a season. Thanks, guys.
Trying to take this all in of, is this real? And it is. It's finally happened after 23 years. I think that's how many points I had to get this. But Preston and I arrived, left our camp like at 5 o'clock this morning to get here. We were up on this ridge that's, the shot was 530.
Yep.
530 yards. I think the elevation drop is 600 feet.
Yeah.
And just was able to get him in this clearing. You know, he was just standing over here. There's this dead pine that you can see with another one sticking out, and he was just over there to the left. I took
right
2
here.
shots. Obviously, I missed the first 2. We weren't sure where the shots were at. When Preston finally identified that we were a little high, I aimed a little bit, put it a little bit lower, and came in and drilled him through his left shoulder. And he went up, kind of circled around, and came here. We saw him a little bit through the trees, and then we, saw him tip over, disappear, and this is where we figured that with the shot that he was down. And
Kirk, is that your first bull elk?
this is actually my first elk that I've ever killed.
First elk.
First elk. So I'm really excited to have this, and just loving everything. He's just a lot of character. Like, you can see he's an older bull.
Such a gorgeous bull.
I don't know, just looking at him, he's obviously been in some fights. You even can see that he's been gored here on the side. He's got some scars that he's endured from battles, and you even see some of his tines that are broken off, and really just got a lot of character to him. And I'm grateful I've got Preston here behind camera. My dad. I also forgot, I jumped over some of the best part. As Preston and I were, as the sun was coming up, we were scoping around and trying to see where we're at, and I found him in the clearing that's just over here, and he was making his way, but it was still too dark. We were not able to take a shot yet. I knew my dad was coming in, and we were getting set up and ready to identify the shot. And as he kind of worked his way this direction through this small flat, my dad came in and came through the trees and sat down, and that's when I was able to take the shots within just what felt like seconds after my dad sitting down, and be able to enjoy this with him. And just again, it's a surreal experience, and just something that I didn't know if it was ever really going to happen with as many years as we've been putting in for this. So
It was going to happen. We knew it.
yeah, we are.
We knew it. What an awesome experience, Kirk.
Amazing experience.
Congratulations. Beautiful bull.
Yeah, thank you.